All right, it's your rainy version of Morning Beat with Chad Blair, and we're talking about HART, which is set to take aim at one of the rail project's contractors over delays in construction. We're talking about a whole lot of money, Chad.
Yeah, a lot of money. The name of the company is STG, and they're the contractor that's handling the airport section of rail. So that's obviously the airport, but also Lagoon Drive into Middle Street, and it's not done yet, and it's costing a lot of money. So HART, because of what they say are delays with getting the rail section done in this area, wants to charge SGD $40,000 a day. I mean, that's a lot of money. And what Kevin Dayton points out in our story today, it's our lead story, is it's really kind of ironic because just last year, it was STG that sued HART because of, guess what? Delays in construction. In that case, it was specifically about not moving fast enough to move those utility lines, right? Power and sewer and water. And that settlement, $60 million. So we're talking big bucks here, but now it's the other side of the coin, if you will.
So we're talking about taxpayer money. Yeah. So we're hoping that this would give taxpayers some money back. But the most recent deadline was the end of February for what we're talking about, right?
Right, and right now we're thinking, at least the latest projection is sometime by next month they will have finished this airport section, and then maybe even by July they could be testing the guideway, right? Running the train along the guideway. We'll see if that happens, but it in fact has been pushed back. We did hear from Lori Kahikina, the executive director, didn't provide too many details of what's going on, except she did acknowledge they have concerns about delays with the contract. Kevin did reach out to SGG as well. Didn't really want to comment too much either. They're looking at it. They need more time. We'll see what happens. By the way, should that rail section get completed, the goal is for HART to turn that over to the city by late 2025, which presumably would mean it would be running.
All right, so we're talking about this section. We're talking about the 5 stations plus the guideway that STG is responsible for?
This specifically is the 3 stations around the airport. Okay. It's a huge contract. I mean, we're talking about nearly $1 billion. That's how big of a deal it is. We'll see how it goes. It was interesting. One of the board members on HART actually asked Lori Kahikina, is it really possible that we might actually get money back this time?
Yeah.
Rather than,
it's unheard of in this project.
Rather than have to dish it out and pay somebody else. And he said that would be a nice change of events for a change.
So would the liquidated damages go back to that February 29th date and then go forward?
I hesitate to comment on the details of those things. And again, we didn't get too much information from SGG or from HART, although they did say it has to do with delay of getting materials for the construction.
But not a huge shock that it's be delays would be the theme in the rail project.
Who would have thunk it?
All right, well, you should check out the article yourself. You can find it at civilbeat.org, or you can text 66866 to get the newsletter. Chad, thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Grace.
We'll be right back.